Here today, Kobe got another great big, one of the top centers in the league for our team, so that's going to help our team a lot. I'm excited for him to get here. He FaceTimed me and Kev last night, actually yesterday afternoon, so we're happy for Dre to get here.
What was your initial reaction when you heard he was going to be a Cavalier?
For what they gave up to get him back, I was like, damn, it's fucking steal. Guy averages 17. Obviously, we love to have, baby hand John Henson and B Knight here. But for us to get another all-star big for just basically a second-round pick, it's pretty, and 2 expiring deals is pretty good.
What was yesterday like for you? Just your name was out there. There were some tweets about the Rockets. How did you experience yesterday?
No, it was good. I was just playing Fortnite. Called Kevin. He was playing with his dog. Just had brunch. I had a great brunch yesterday. So for me, it was a great day off. I don't really get into that whole trade deadline stuff. I think it's out of your control. All you can do is come in every day, punch the clock in, and be ready to go to work.
The way he's going to affect your minutes, Drummond, are you okay if your role is going to presumably change?
Yeah, roles change, throughout the course of the season, throughout your career. At the end of the day, control you can control, which is when your number is called, you're ready to play. And, I'm ready for whatever position coach puts me in to be myself and however I can help this team win some more ball games. That's all that matters to me.
What about a skill set complements what this team already has?
With Dre?
Yeah.
Oh, big body, another big-time offensive rebounder. We should probably be the best rebounding team in the last 30 games, in the last 20 years of the NBA, right? Having him at 17, me at 10, Kev is probably going to drop down to probably about 5. And then Larry comes playing with Larry, so he's going to probably drop down to 5. So we'll be able to get every rebound. There should be no excuse why we get out rebounded any night.
Is there something, though, to with the way the league's going, kind of zigging when everybody else is zagging?
You talking about like the whole small thing?
Yeah.
No, I think that's just I hate answering questions like this because I'm smarter than what I'm going to say. But I will say this. Bigs are definitely underappreciated probably a lot in our league. But at the end of the day, besides Golden State with 3 of the best 5 shooters in NBA history, not a lot of teams have that luxury. So you do need bigs to win games. And for Dre's situation, we know what it is in Detroit. They're going through a different situation, and and unfortunately, they're no longer on his service. But one team's trash is another team's treasure. So that's what I would tell him. That obviously he's upset. You get drafted to a team, you want to finish it out and leave on a better note. But for him, it's just part of his journey. And I tell him that, hey, use it as motivation, and get ready for the next steps.
In terms of Colin, Darius, Kiki, how do you think that he can help along their development just as a screener and even as a backline defense guy?
I think me and him are like top 5 in screen assists, so there's just more opportunities for our guards to get more looks at the rim. So I think not much change. They'll have another big screener, and it makes their job way easier in terms of getting downhill.
Is it hard to play a different style of basketball than the league is going, since for like you and Andre and even Kevin?
No, because one thing about the league, they still 5 men that can switch out. So for me and Dre, it's kind of different because I can guard 1 through 5. He can too. I think people underestimate his defensive ability, because I think he averages like a steal and a half a game, which is pretty impressive for a guy his size. So for us, as long as you got a big man that can guard pick and rolls and switch out from 1 through 5, you always have a role and have a big role on a high-level basketball team. So I think you guys just get caught up with the whole, Houston Moneyball thing. But what happens when teams play Denver? What happens when teams see Anthony Davis? What happens when teams see Montrez? Or Giannis, Brook Lopez if he wants to go in the post, Joel Embiid, Siakam, Bam Adebayo. So I think there's a lot of bigs in this league that you got to have big guys to get a guard there. Ain't no 6'5" guarding those guys in 7-game series, I'll tell you that.
When you were talking about bigs being undervalued, though, you're going to have to deal with that presumably in the summer. Are you just putting that out of your mind right now?
No, I think it's just a copycat league. I think people just get hyped on the new thing. It's like anything. Everyone likes the new trendy thing, but when it comes down to winning championships, it's a puzzle to to win a championship, everyone's got to be part of a puzzle. And how can you be that asset to complete that puzzle?
How much will adding another veteran help this team? You know, not adding a bunch of young guys.
I think it'd be good. Another older voice for these young guys to learn from, and understand that we've all had success. That's why we've been here that long, been in the league for this long. I've had success because we know what we're talking about. So it'll be great for the young guys, and I'm just happy.
Is it kind of unique that there's not one singular way to rebuild in this case where you guys are currently that they added?
I mean, I think however you can add great assets and great pieces to a team that's going through a transition is always good for a ball club, for any ball club that's going through this transition. So however we were able to add another all-star big, so that's huge. I mean, that's really good for Kobe Allman to get that done, especially knowing how much Detroit was trying to go a different direction. It worked perfect in his hands.
Nothing on that FaceTiming about saying how you used to own him in the playoffs?
Nah, I don't get to that. These guys, he knows about that already. You know what I'm saying? They already know. I don't have to, ESPN Classics will bring that up, or when we have our, we watched 2016 Cavaliers championship run DVD. Detroit will be on it when Reggie Jackson missed the shot to get the win in Game 4.
All right. Thanks, everybody.